Hello there, this is the last installment of the Onshape lamp table video series, and we're going to be doing a technical drawing. So we're going to be placing this assembly and the respective parts into a technical drawing on Onshape. So first thing we want to do is come over to our plus icon and insert a new tab, and we want to create a drawing, and we're going to go to custom template. Select ISO, English is fine. A3 paper is kind of standard. However, I'm just going to go A1 to make my life easier. You can even do A0 if you wanted, but I'm just going to go A1. Millimeters always, metric system, and third angle projection is typically what I like to do versus first angle projection. With the borders, I don't particularly like them, but it's relatively standard to use them. So if you go horizontal borders 0 and vertical borders 0, that should allow for one just uniform border as opposed to one that's broken up. And a title block, we are happy to have a title block. Alright, so I'm going to click OK on that, and period instead of comma. Alright, that's the way I like to do it. Click OK on that. Alright, so as you can see, we just got a uniform border around the entire thing, and we've got a bit of information that we can fill in here. Okay, so it automatically puts my name in, it puts the date in, it puts the size of the paper, it shows me that it's third angle projection, not first. This would be a reverse if it was first, and it tells me that this is sheet 1 of 1. I can change it, but that's what it tells me. It also tells me the scale, which I may need to put in myself, but we'll find out in a minute. So, first thing I want to do is we want to put in our assembly. So I'm going to come over from the Part Studios and go to Assembly. If you don't have this automatically part, just click on this top left button here that says Insert View. Then click on the Insert button at the top here, big one. And then from here you can select Part Studios or Assembly. So we're just going to pick lamp table assembly, for me at least. And I'm going to change the scale to something that will fit my page. So for me, I'll start with 1 to 2. It might be way too big, but we'll start with that. And I'm also going to make it, instead of the front view, I'm going to make it the isometric view. It just shows me everything involved. And it doesn't quite fit, so I might just go a 1 to 3 ratio instead. Right, so that's much cleaner, I find. So I can place that in the top right-hand corner. Alright, so from here I need to place my other views, and if we go to this third angle projection, the way it should be is the way it should be is a top view, a front view, and a right side view. So I'm going to place all 3 of those views respective in this positioning. So let's start with the top view. And just place it somewhere in the top left corner. And then I'm going to move down to the front view. And then automatically, if I left click on this front view, it will give me the right side view. However, as you can see, it's the exact same as the left side view. Because this is, because you only need 2 projections for this particular part, we don't need to see any other side, because each side is exactly the same. So we can actually leave it as top view and side view if we wanted to. However, just for ease of use and for good practice, let's put it in the right side view as well. And then from here, we can just left click on the projected view. We don't need it anymore. And we're going to start dimensioning our lines. So this tool here is our dimensioning tool. So I'm going to left click on that. And I'm going to left click on the side of my top. another thing we want to do with this view is we want to select it and we want to show hidden lines in it. So I'm going to right click on it and I'm going to show my hidden lines. Now, as you can see, it's showing all the hardware on the inside. Okay, and we need to dimension everything here. Okay, so let's start with our width and height dimension, which we have here, 450 by 450, or our length and width dimension, you might say. And let's zoom in to have a look at what we have here. So if you click on this vertical line, we can see what the length of the chamfer is. We almost want the angle instead, which is 45 degrees. Oh, there we go, 45 degrees. And I'm going to drag that out. Depending on what you did, it might be different. That's our chamfer. It's a 45 degree chamfer. Alright, from here, I want to give the details in here some dimensioning. So I'm going to click this rail on both lines, 1-2 clicks, and I'm going to drag that length out. Right, so don't have it in the middle, have it off to the side. And then I'm going to do the same just for this end piece here, and we know that's 12 millimeters, so I'm going to pull that all the way out. And the last thing I want to do is just give the depth of the tenon, which is 10 millimeters, and I'm going to pull that all the way out as well. So we have our length of tenon, right? The depth of the tenon, the width of the tenon, and the overall rail as opposed to the width of the tenon itself. And we can also do the length of the tenon. We can do that on the next one. So we'll finish up here first. So the next thing I want to do is probably give the dimension of the overall width and length of the leg. So let's do that here. So I'm going to left click on the top. I'll go bottom left corner. So we don't have to kind of interrupt the rest of the stuff that's going on here. So if you left click this space here, drag it out, 50 mil, and left click this space here, drag it out, it's 50 mil. Okay. Now we know we've got a taper on our legs, which you can see detailed here, right? But we can detail that on our next part as well. So from here, I believe we have all of the essential details that we need. You could, if you wanted to, detail the length between from the side into the inside of the tenon. However, it's kind of intuitive to some degree that it's centered, directly centered. So we don't necessarily need to note that in our technical drawing. So I'm going to pen down here, and I'm just going to give the length of this chamfer here, which is 14.4 degrees, or 4 millimeters, and I'm going to give the length of the bottom here, which is 430, and I can drag that actually at the top. Next thing I want to do is show the length of the apron, which is 300 millimeters, and I'm going to do the overall length of the entire table. So I can click this bottom of the foot and the top of the table, and that gives me the overall length, which is 769, because this is 19 millimeters and this is 750 this leg. Then I want to show the distance between this point and the bottom of my leg, so that, and that's 400 millimeters, and I'm going to snap it to the center here. And then from here, I can show the length of our foot, and I'm also going to do it over here just to show that it's uniform all the way across. So that's our two angled legs, right? We also want to show that's probably it for. Oh, we also want to show the height of our apron. So we can click the bottom one and the bottom of the top as well, and that shows that it's 90 degrees. I believe that is everything that we need to show in technical drawing. As you can see, our isometrics here, and it gives everyone a bit of an idea about what it all looks like other than what's already there. I'm just double checking that we have everything that we need. Yep, looks good. Right. Perhaps the easier way of showing the angle as opposed to doing it here is showing it from here to here or here. So the 10 mil difference between those two. Alright. So now I can delete this little point here because we have a 10 mil as opposed to that. And our technical drawing is complete other than the information that needs to go in here. So if you double click on this title here, we're going to call this lamp table assembly. Okay, and it's already denoting that it's a 1:3 scale, so I don't need to change that at all. The material we use, if we grab the letter A over here, it's like a note-taking tool, and just drop it somewhere, and then there we're going to say radiata pine is the material we used. And I'm just going to drag that out so that you can see all of it, and tick it when you're happy. And then the finish I'm going to use is going to be a clear polyurethane. I think that's how you spell it. And I'm going to drag that out as well. And tick it. And anything else that we need to cover? Not really. So I'm just going to drag that so it's centered and not overlapping. You can change the font size if you need. And I'm just going to redo that title because it deleted itself. Lamp table assembly. And tick. Right. So now what you can do is you can redo this process and you can put in the leg, the tabletop, and the apron all in one drawing, and then go from there. Okay. So once you put those three parts into, you can do it all in one drawing, or you can do it across 3 drawings, and you can just make it an A3 document as opposed to an A1. And show all the critical dimensions of those parts. Then that would be, that kind of, you've done it for every element of the table. So I'm going to stop the recording there, and we'll see you for the next series. Bye.